We are live, Reggie.
Excellent.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? It is Matt, aka Thanatos, and I am joined by the spectacular. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Reggie.
Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector.
That's right. And this has been a little while coming. I know we did our last episode of Comic Wars about a month ago. So here we have episode two, coming on the train of some tragic news today, but we're hoping to take something tragic and make it amazing and have a lot of fun tonight. Um, so as you all know, the great legend, not the great legend, our great legend, the Marvel legend, Stan Lee, unfortunately passed away today at the ripe age of 95. Um, and so today's Comic Wars is going to kind of be a tribute to him and to everything he contributed to the comic book community for years.
Yeah, what's crazy is I think for a lot of people I was the one that broke the news to a lot of folks, which is just crazy that I happened to be sitting there at my desk and happened to see this pop up. And what was interesting is that I didn't cry, but I actually felt sad as a result of his passing. And celebrities pass away all the time, but there was a little bit of sadness that kind of set in. And I think it's just because he's like almost like a grandfather you've never met, but you met him through his works, right? Like you read his books and his characters and his corny lines and in each comic where it's like "nuff said" or "from Stan" or whatever it is, and it's like you almost feel like you know him. And I think because of that, there was that sadness of he is no longer here, and it shocked me. It really did shock me.
It was definitely palpable. I mean, you could see it in the IG community. You know, everyone was posting their pictures with him, and I mean, he was such a big entity. Like he had such a big character in the comic book community that it was felt. It was definitely a pebble in the pond. You know, the ripple effect was definitely there. Um, and I agree. I'm obviously not a big Marvel fan, but you know, you can't disrespect what he did for comics. And I remember when his wife passed away last year.
Yeah,
Um, you know, everybody was kind of bracing themselves for it. You know, they had that long and deep connection, and they were kind of waiting for it to happen. And when it didn't, everybody was still kind of like, well, he's still really old.
yeah.
It could happen at any time. But to actually have it happen, thinking that I was going to be ready for something like that, it was definitely different. You definitely felt it. I actually Melody. I woke up earlier today. I worked all night. Woke up, and I saw the news immediately. And Melody had texted me saying, "Hey, like, how'd you sleep? Are you okay?" And I'm like, "No." I just said no,
Yeah,
no. And she immediately called me like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "Well, I mean, Stan Lee died."
yeah,
And she thought something was way worse, I guess, the way I was talking. So
yeah,
um, can definitely be felt around the world.
yeah. I actually got messages from some friends of mine that know that I read comics that are outside of this community. And they just sent me like almost like condolence messages. It was weird. It was weird. But he was definitely larger than life. And one of the things that I actually said in my live feed earlier today is that my hope is that he has gone on to a better place, because the last few years were tumultuous, right? And I don't know, who was right, who was wrong. It was just tumultuous, and so my hope is that he is in a better place.
With his wife.
Yeah, with his wife, man. And I think what you were saying about like people bracing for it after his wife passed away, right? Because that's oftentimes what it happens with married couples and just with couples in general, is that when one goes, the other typically follows after. But maybe it was just strength of spirit. Maybe there were things that he needed to accomplish or do. And it's like in that time, I actually had a chance to meet him. And I remember making the decision to go to the Comic Con to see him. That was the purpose for me going. I went there, I met him, I got my signatures, I left. That I did what I needed to do. And my goal was to have an opportunity to be in the same room with him so that I would not regret it at this point, you know? And even though you know that it's going to happen, I don't know that you're ever really like ready for it, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's definitely a sad day. But I think one of the big things is that we still wanted to do this comic war, but we wanted to do it and do it in tribute to Stan. So we wanted to take a couple of moments to kind of talk about it here at the beginning before we got going.
Yeah, and as you know, I mean, I've told you, White Whale Comics, and TJ all know that and I'm putting this out there so everybody kind of pities me, and hopefully votes more in my favor. I worked for the past week like hard, long, terrible 12-hour shifts, not a lot of sleep. It was exhausting. So today was the first day that I got to go hunting for these books, and I felt I had an ethical struggle, Reggie.
Well,
Because I wake up, I find out Stan Lee passed away,
okay.
and I'm thinking like, you know, it's terrible, but how am I going to get votes? So a part of me was like, I should just pick up Stan Lee books. I didn't do that. I did spend about 4 or 5 hours today traveling from comic shop to comic shop looking for stuff that would defeat you, because I'm taking the championship back.
You might. So let's say hello to a couple of people, then we'll get into this thing. Whitewell has agreed to be the moderator for today, and he's making a comment here that Stan would not have wanted us to stop enjoying comics because of his passing. On the contrary, he thinks, and I think that you are probably right about that, my friend.
And we are definitely going to enjoy some comics. And thank you, White Whale Comics. If you guys saw the amazing thumbnail that he did, that I posted on Instagram, I posted it here as the event thumbnail. White Whale, you are a talented man, and I am so thankful for you to be in this community. Thank you so much.
So we say a quick hello to Bake the Snake, Bad Dad, F3RN, Tony Sanders is in the house. Jason P is here. JD is here. Comic Book NYC is in the house. Wingnut, Dre Boogie 33. How you doing, brother? And I think that's it. Oh, Tony, how you doing? Good to see you, brother. Did I miss anybody, Matt? There may have been people at the top.
Miss Melody Green's in the chat.
What up, Melody?
I know she's studying for a test she has tomorrow, so I don't know how much she'll participate, but glad she's here.
Kingpin Comics is in the house. Kingpin is a little bummed, brother. I definitely get where you're coming from. But on a positive note, he did make a very nice contribution to an upcoming trivia day, so definitely stay tuned for that, guys. All right, so you want to run down the rules real quick? I know you posted them in the description, but do you want to run that down for the people that may not? I am wearing sleeves, yes.
White Whale says -1 for you wearing sleeves.
So here's the thing. Because we are at war, I am wearing my green shirt, right? My camel green with my insignia on the back, right? Because we are going to war. There you go.
I'm still rocking the Xavier Institute. Stan Lee, give me some power.
I hope you washed that thing.
Just the one I bought it, just the one time. Hey, real quick. John's Comics with Kids posted a support video for JD yesterday, and I've watched a lot of YouTube videos in this comic community, and I think that his support video was probably the most powerful and touching thing I've seen thus far. And I would everyone go and watch his video. It definitely puts collecting into perspective. And it kind of gave me, at least for me, like a deep reality check on like what is important to you. Just a quick little shout out, John's Comics with Kids, especially since I last time I think we did a live video, I jacked up his name over and over again. I butchered it so bad. So go check him out. Make sure you guys are subbing up everybody in the chat. So on to the rules. I'm really happy I put it in the description below in case you guys want to read them. But what we did is with Comic Wars, we wanted to make a competition that was between YouTubers in the comic community that would allow the audience to participate and kind of just give us all something to enjoy together. So last week, Monday, was the start of put that down. You don't need that. Was the start of the Comic Wars. The declaration of Comic War was last Monday. So we had 1 week to find 5 total books with the max total cost as $25. So you couldn't get 3 books. You couldn't get 1 book. Has to be 5 books, $25 or less. And online purchases are prohibited. Flea market finds, brick and mortar stores, stuff like that is perfectly allowable. So what we're going to do is, Reggie, you want to talk about the gameplay?
Yeah. So what we'll do is we will each have 5 books. We will shuffle the books, and then one at a time. When we do the I Declare War, we will flash up one of the books, right, the one off the top. We will then each take 30 seconds to basically sell that book to you guys. Each one of us takes 30 seconds, and then we have a 1-minute round in which we allow you guys to vote. And I think White Whale Comics is actually going to keep score. And so if you like the book that one of us shows, you just basically write that person's name. White Whale will keep score. And then at the end of the 1-minute mark, let us know who has the most votes. Whoever has the most rounds that they win at the end of 5 rounds is declared the winner.
That is accurate. So yeah, once the 5 rounds are done, we will have our LongBox Champion, and then the loser will have to forfeit 2 books of the winner's choosing. So I will be looting some of Reggie's booty from his comic. I have to throw the booty in there. I love that, like a pirate.
So let's just be clear. I am the champion, and I looted your booty first. So just put that. Let's be clear about that. Okay. All right.
This is accurate. But I'm coming back. It's gonna be a comeback. And but so I think before we actually start flipping books, and obviously we're gonna try to make this moderately quick. I know you got a lot of stuff going on for you tomorrow. How was your hunt?
It was pretty good. Literally, man, I walked into one shop that I had not been in probably 2. It was a while, right? So I went to the shop. I hit up the long boxes and was able to find some pretty awesome books. And there's a little bit of a theme to what I did this time. And the theme is really all about legends. And it just so happens that that was my theme that I kind of came up with. But today it is all about legends. And so every book that I'll be showing ties back to someone that has done something significant for comic books. So.
Yep. Well, legends are known to fall, to go down. So Reggie, I have to admit, I know I told you earlier, I spent more than $25.
DQ.
And there's a reason. There's definitely a reason. Three comic book shops in my area give steep discounts if you are a subscriber. Like if you have books that are, even if it's just one title that you're sub to. So me, of course, what did I sub? What did I sub, Reggie? Go ahead. You know what it is.
Green Lantern?
Green Lantern #1. Guess how many copies of Green Lantern #1 I had to pick up today?
Shocker. I'd have no clue. How many did you buy, dude? Oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding me.
This many.
That's a lot.
How many Green Lantern comics I had to come home with today because they were in my box. And I felt terrible if I left them.
That 12 copies?
I think it's 10. But so, and they're $5 a pop.
Ooh, my gosh.
But some of them are the reason why I'm able to, like one shop is 35% off if you have a sub with them, and that's for all back issues. So I don't know if that's cheating. I don't think so.
No, I'm good, brother. You're good. Don't worry.
So
DQ. Sorry.
but yeah, that like every single shop I was at was like, oh, you have like all these comics you have to pick up today. Congratulations. Because every time I do a sub, I'm like, Green Lantern #1, I want all the variants. So was my life.
That's how I got hit with that Spider-Man 800. But that Joker was what, $10 a pop?
Yeah, it was crazy. So I will probably be doing, if you haven't read Green Lantern #1, I will probably be trying to give these away.
Brother, a contest in which you give away Green Lantern is no contest. all the prizes are Green Lantern.
I mean, maybe someone will want them. You know what? Fine. I'm keeping them all. Let's but real quick, I did find. Oh, and another reason it was expensive was because, speaking of Stan Lee, have you ever heard of Starborn?
No, never.
So this is a title from Boom Comics. There were 12 issues, and it started with this one, and it's written by Stan Lee, and it's fairly recent.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's got like his little signature and everything on every single cover, and it looks pretty interesting. I did screw up because I bought all 12 issues for a little less than cover price.
Wow.
But then I looked on eBay, and you could literally buy the trade or all 12 issues for like $10. So if you want to read some Stan Lee magic, like more recent Stan Lee, this is an option. Starborn.
Never even heard of that. That's cool.
I know. So that's why I bought all of them. I want to give them a shot and read them.
Who says Thanatos, the Green Lantern collector?
I really should change my YouTube name.
Oh my goodness. All right, you ready to jump into this thing?
I am. One of my comics doesn't have a backboard because it's a dual-sided cover, or it's a
all 5 face down, shuffling.
All 5. I'm not gonna look because.
All right.
I also put all of mine in new Mylar, Mylite 2s, so that way I can't tell.
All right. You ready?
I am. Are you ready, Reggie? Because I don't have sleeves. I'm ready.
You're talking a lot of trash, dude. This is gonna be really, I think.
This feels like a winner right here.
All right. I declare war.
Boom. That's right.
So I am up first. You got the timer, yeah?
Hold on. I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna put the video on you, and I will get the timer up.
All right.
Timer 30 seconds.
All right, so this is What If number 36. This book is actually, the editor was Jim Shooter. The cover, the interior art, and I believe also the script were by the legendary John Byrne. And this is a cool what if story that examines what the Fantastic Four would be like if they actually did not have power. And of course, this is a homage to Fantastic Four #1. Really cool cover here. And it's also a newsstand, so you can't go wrong with that. There we go.
That was just in time. All right. You time myself, you time me.
I got you. And go.
All right. So I literally know nothing about this book other than I watched White Whale Comics, his video of top 10 of his favorite covers. And as soon as this popped up, it was nostalgia hard. It was crazy. Like this foil cover and the artwork is absolutely stunning. Generation X #1. It reminded me of my childhood, and I didn't even realize that the back is amazing. Look at this.
Your time is up, but you can show your backside.
That villain is crazy. So I will be reading this.
So it was the tinfoil that reminded you of your childhood? I don't know where you were going with that.
No, like when you were collecting books back in the day, you know that when you saw foil, it was gonna be good.
There's no doubt about that. Hey,
like
take me off lock. It was locked on me when you did your thing.
Oh.
So basically, we are now starting the voting round. We're going to take 1 minute, and you can actually vote Regie or Matt, depending upon who you want to win this amazing Fantastic Four What If book or a tinfoil hat that Matt used to wear as a kid.
Yeah, I put the video on me. That's right.
Are you cheating?
No, you cheated.
So we have a very cool What
We're gonna
If
start a minute
by the legendary 40 seconds left by the legendary John Byrne. Can't go wrong with that.
John Byrne is great and all, but that doesn't look shiny at all.
Take a couple of more swigs of that, and it will. Kate loves Richard's family, so it's an easy one for her. Kate wins all the way around. We have 18 seconds left. Tinfoil hat, bake the snake.
But isn't that the best thing? Tracy is best is the fact that I know nothing about this book. I still get the opportunity to read this for the very first time.
Everyone knows the Fantastic Four are great. First family. Time's up. And we go to White Whale Comics, our judge for the... Lewis gives us, neither one of us points.
He did not like our selections.
He didn't like it at all. He said no one wins. Oh, man. You guys are funny. Matt by a mile. Not a problem.
But this is how it started last time.
They felt bad for you with the tinfoil hat reference.
Don't be mad because you totally know that you would vote for me.
All right, you ready?
I am ready, brother. All right. Here we go. Round 2. Regie, I declare war. Oh, game changer. Dang it. I feel like this should have been used for a better comic.
All right, your turn. Go ahead.
All right. So this was my big book kind of out of the group. I managed to find this at the Iron Lion. And this is Amazing Spider-Man number 134. The first appearance of that big mamma jamma right there, the tarantula. I feel like I had to get some Spider-Man in there for Regie. And this is a really cool cover. I didn't think, like, why isn't the tarantula more popular? He looks awesome.
He hasn't been seen since that book was reprinted, to be honest. All right, time's up. Time's up.
He's going to make a comeback.
Well, we'll see. All right, you ready?
I'm ready. Go ahead.
So I watched this video the other day in which this very smart individual basically told me that this was the most amazing Green Lantern book ever. I was so compelled by this member of the YouTube community that I rushed out and purchased this book that I've heard so much about. And I'm actually going to read this book because of how well this YouTuber, who I shall not name, sold me on this Green Lantern book. That's all I got.
That was perfect. I really like how we just came at each other with, like, Green Lantern versus Amazing Spider-Man. Let's see what happens.
It was well timed. Well timed. All right, so here we go. We got 1 minute on the clock, and we have to keep score. So if you want Amazing Spider-Man or Matt, let it be known. If you want some of this amazing Green Lantern DC action that I am actually bringing to the table, let me know.
Or a guy who mostly only collects Green Lantern and suddenly has quite a few Amazing Spider-Man books in the collection.
Oh, man.
Courtesy
I actually wore a green shirt to match the Green Lantern. Do you see the support? You gotta coordinate. You gotta coordinate. Oh man, this is an expensive book, dude. They are now moving to this $4.99 pricing. That's
Yeah,
a big
trust me. I found I got hit with that pretty hard today.
no, that's a big deal, man. That's a lot of cash.
Um, someone said that they couldn't believe that I got this book for under 25. Tracy's best. Wow, ASM 134 for under $25. I got this for less than $10.
Time's up. Tracy's best. It actually has it got wet. The whole backside of it is wet.
Doesn't matter, still a cover.
All right, White Whale. Who won round 2? I got issues. If I lose by round 3, it is perfectly fine. Matt just got it. Good job, Matt. And just for the record, I was down 2-0 last game.
And you came back. You came
but
back.
I don't know that I have that much heat left in the stack. So,
and you know, to be honest, my favorite book is still somewhere in this stack.
Uh-oh. Yeah, this could be bad for me then. This could be bad. All right, so you ready?
I am ready.
And as I said last time, if I take an L, I take an L. It is what it is. I'm still having fun. You ready?
I'm ready, brother.
I declare war. Oh, goodness. I don't even know what that is. All right. So it is on me, right? So
yeah,
this is Spectacular Spider-Man number 134. This is actually an undervalued first appearance of a nemesis of Spider-Man. It is actually Tombstone. This is actually his first appearance. This book is relatively cheap. It is a Jerry Conway script and a Sal. I don't know what Sal's last name is, but he did the artwork on this thing. But this is definitely an undervalued comic that I'm definitely pumped to have in my collection. Hopefully Matt doesn't steal it away from me because this is cool.
Just for that, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it.
That's crazy. This is a good book, though. Please.
That is a really cool cover.
If you win, don't take this book, please.
I'll think about it.
All right, so you're up. 30 seconds.
I am up. Ladies and gentlemen, there are two things that I love in this world. Actually, it's mostly just Green Lantern. This is Stan Lee's Just Imagine Green Lantern. That's right. I couldn't believe when I found this. I did not know this existed. Look at this back cover. I thought that was so cool. And it turns out, I read a little bit of it. Green Lantern does not have any space powers. He, like the tree, Yggdrasil, the tree of life, gave this man his Green Lantern powers, and he is the protector of Earth. But it is the way Stan Lee would imagine my favorite comic book character.
Time's up, my friend. All right, so we are going to the decision here. We have 1 minute to vote. The timer has started now. Melody Green says, I see how it is, Matt. Yeah, you messed up on that one, my friend.
I said 2, and I only one comic related. I didn't want to, change the subject, Melody. I could talk about you all day. It's so bad. I've been watching like all these. Every time I see like a live show and I show up and I say something, everybody's like, if you haven't already seen, go look at his channel and watch the video of Melody putting makeup on his face. Like, no, don't advertise that at all.
Somebody in here was like, Reggie, what's up with that makeup on your face? I'm like, first, there is no makeup on my face. First, right?
This week, I might be putting makeup on Melody's face because that got 25 likes on that video. And Alex hasn't said anything, but Alex and Reggie, you guys both should be getting some makeup.
My wife does not have makeup.
You don't need makeup. That's what cosplay. Get some face paint.
All right, that's time. All right, White Whale Comics, what does that look like? Lewis says that video changed his life.
I appreciate that, Louis. That's fantastic. I had some people that were very like, I don't know what I just watched, but thank you, because that was great. So
you can't unsee that video.
No, those eyebrows, man.
Jason says his internet crashed. You didn't miss much. We were just sitting here talking about Matt and drag, so you didn't miss much of anything.
Are you joking me? A poor man's comics?
All right, Atlas Web of
Yo,
Spider-Man.
he
First,
said that this back cover is Adam Hughes,
oh, is it?
which would be the greatest thing of all time. I don't even care if I lose this anymore.
So I guess I lied. Maybe Tombstone. This isn't Tombstone's first appearance. So, oh no, it's his origin. My bad. I was wrong. It's not first appearance. It was origin. My bad. I should read my own note, but I still won the round. So Splash Page Comics. Thank you, brother, for the correction. I appreciate that. All right, so we are ready for the next round. Matt, this one is on you.
Dude, you're not gonna win, man. I'm so excited right now. I'm gonna take that W. One of these two books, it's happening.
It's all good, man. It's all
right.
good.
Regie, round 3. I declare war.
Oh yeah, yeah. All right. Go ahead, brother.
Oh, is it my turn? I'm up.
It is your turn.
Guys, there are 5 books that I will snatch up at any given time if I ever see them. And I found this in a happy little box. Every time I go to Z, I never see anything. And this one time I see Zatanna number 13, which is one of Adam Hughes's 5 covers from the Zatanna series. And it's beautiful. Like, she's holding up like the 13 with the skulls, like the skulls in the background, these little demon children. And if you know, I love these Adam Hughes covers. You know, I'll pick them up.
Oh, I forgot the timing.
That's right. All that free time.
I was so enthralled by the demon children. My bad. All right. Well, your time's probably up anyway. So, all right. So, continuing my theme of legends, this is cover, interior art, and also script by Dave Cockrum. This is a limited edition, limited series, Nightcrawler number 1. As you guys know, I've been on this kick picking up like Iceman number 1 and a couple of other limited editions because you never know what you're going to find inside these issues. So I went ahead and snagged this one. Who does not love a little Nightcrawler of
Game over. Your time is up, Regie. We all know what's about to happen.
Pop Dot Comics, how you doing? Lewis, everybody loves Nightcrawler.
It's actually a really cool cover. He is a pirate. Like, yeah. It's Nightcrawler as a pirate. I thought that was the coolest. I'm 100% stealing that book from your booty.
It's all good. All right, so we have 1 minute on the timer. Let's get the votes going and see what's going to happen in this round.
Best part about this, Regie, is my last book is the winner. And I've never read the book. I've never seen it, but it's going to win everything. Well, man, we got a lot of people in here. We got 54 people watching.
That is a lot of folks.
Thank you guys all so much for hanging out with us.
That is a lot of folks. And I already see which way this is going to go. Melody, you don't even get a vote.
Look at her comment right there. Just like blew my heart up. That's the greatest.
Yeah, no matter what happens, we are going to continue for the last round because I take my whooping like a man and we finish this thing out. Matt, you're going to make me spend more than 15 minutes in a comic shop looking for books, brother. That's what's going to happen. Because that's what I do. Roll in 15 minutes, I'm out.
I was exhausted. I was literally out for 4 hours today looking for books because you told me that you had like fire. And I'm like, if Regie has fire, then I am screwed. But now I know it was a mind game.
Brother, it is always a mind game. Yep. All right. So, White Whale, what is the score? What is the score over here? It was because you put on makeup. That's what it was. That's what it was. It was because you put on makeup.
Right.
It's all good, Tracy. Zatanna for the win. Matt is the winner.
What they want.
Matt is the winner.
Oh, it feels so good.
3-1. All right. You ready to show this last one?
Yeah.
Then you can really just bask in your glory of winning.
regardless, man. I honestly, I'm glad you're not winning because I didn't want you to take this cover from me.
Because that's what I would have done. The one you want is the one I'm going to take.
Yeah,
like
this is the coolest cover I think I've found in the wild in a long time.
You're up, right?
I am up. Last round, Reggie. It's game over, but I declare war.
I don't even know what I'm looking at.
Look at this Adam Hughes magic.
Oh my goodness.
So actually, TJ Watson is the one who told me about this book, and I did not think I would ever find it.
Dude, what kind of stores were you going to today?
I have like 4 comic shops in my local area within like 30 minutes of me, and this was honestly the first book I found. But
okay.
Look, this dude is about to get wrecked by this super creepy, sexy lady. Rose and Thorn, number 4.
Super creepy, sexy lady.
She terrifies me. This guy is probably pooping his pants in this chair right now. I heard, like, at first I thought this black piece right here was like a chair. That's her leg. She is wrapping herself around him. She's about to cut it up.
It's going down. It's going down.
Wait,
so you said is that Adam Hughes?
This is Adam Hughes, and it's probably I had never seen it until recently, and it is probably in my top 10 Adam Hughes covers, just because it is like the way he drew, how terrified this guy's face is, and how she is just loving it.
Who is this White Whale comic says his expression is choice.
Yeah, that's right.
Comic says that's actually a good read. If you gotta get wrecked, that's the way to go. JD, no means no. You guys are nuts. All I had to finish this round up was a little Eternals number 4. Can't go wrong with Jack King Kirby. Again, it was all about the legends for this round, and I had a theme. And again, can't go wrong with this one. Hopefully they make this one into a movie. They have the writers and a woman who is the director. So at some point, this movie's going to get made. So I saw that. I had to grab it, even though I have like a couple of copies already. So,
hey, thank you so much for hanging out with us, Alex. Alex wants to be a part of this, so we'll have to throw Adam in, or Adam. I got Adam Hughes on mine. Throw Alex into one of these comic wars here pretty soon.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. We can definitely do that. Change the rotation up, All right, cool. So there's a little bit of a debate. The people are throwing me a bone with the Eternals. If it had come up a little bit earlier, maybe we could have changed the outcome. Alas, I am the loser. All right, so let me show my books, and let's see what you're going to take.
Let's see. I'm going to put it on your channel. I want that Nightcrawler.
All right. You can take the Amazing Spider-Man, or you can take the Green Lantern and then have 20. So you're taking that one?
I will take that, and then I know you want the Tombstone cover, so I won't do that to you. I will take the Eternals number 4.
All right, my man. Thank you, brother. Because this is actually a really nice copy. And there is one more at the shop. If I go back there, I'll snag it for you, and I'll hook you up with it if it's still there.
All I know is I got that booty. Why will comics take the GL? Do you have that one yet?
No, I would actually have to read that book first before I turn it over. So
it's definitely it takes a little bit, and it's got that Grant Morrison feel to it, but it's very vibrant, and if you remember reading comics in the 90s, the art will definitely throw you back.
Wait a minute, which 2 did you just take?
Nightcrawler and Eternals.
Oh, got it. Okay. I was like, maybe I just messed up. So I'm gonna set these 2 aside. So the way that this works, guys, is that instead of Matt and I sending books back and forth every time we do this, we're gonna actually do a couple of rounds of it and then trade books. So I'm actually gonna set these aside for him because right now it is 1-1, and maybe on the next rotation we'll exchange books or something like that. So
the finale, the best 2 out of 3.
Whatever you want to do, my man. That's what. So, how's your schedule look for the rest of the week? Are you coming out with any new content this week?
I have a video that I need to edit for. I opened a box of Pokemon cards with Melody, and then I think Melody and I will probably go live this weekend. We have a 3-day weekend, and we have that Loot Crate box that's been sitting there for like a month. And then I'm going to order some paint, some face paint, and I am going to. She doesn't know this yet. She's about to find out. I'm going to turn her into the Joker. I don't know how to do makeup.
Oh man,
Melody's going to become the Joker.
So one thing I'll say, I would not let her construct the toy from the Loot Crate box. That does not go very well.
That might be one of my favorite moments in any of my videos. Watching her like, I think I broke it, and then you actually hear it break.
Dude, it was awesome. It was awesome. You guys have a lot of fun on video, which I think is really cool. So.
Yeah, it's been a great joy. She was pretty tentative at first about being in my videos, I think, and but I think we work really well together. We got that chemistry.
Yep. You said you guys are going live this weekend. Are you guys going away, or is it just going to be right there that you guys are doing it?
No, we will be local, so we will be here at my casa. Let her do your eyebrows again? No way.
Those eyebrows were atrocious.
He's gonna get some eyebrows. Promise. You guys do not want to miss out on Melody Green, the Joker.
Dude, that's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna have to watch that one.
I wanted to point out, Pop.comics actually mentioned earlier how hard it is to find Zatannas in the wild. The Zatanna 11 through 16 Adam Hughes covers. If anyone finds, like, when you go to a comic book shop, there's a lot of us. When you go to a comic book shop, look for Zatanna. It's easy because it's all the way in Z. You don't have to like look through the middle of books. You just go right to the end. And if you see an 11 through 16, pick it up, because I guarantee you, whatever you're paying is going to be less than you will pay on eBay. And the Adam Hughes covers, all of them are amazing. And they'll win you comic wars.
11 through 16 as of, I mean, this is part of that 11 through 16 run, yeah?
Yes, this is Zatanna 13. And then, 16 as the comic that I absolutely love.
With the eggs on the stage and the top hat? That's a cool cover.
That's 16. Number 15 is it's an all black cover. It's super hard to get in a high grade because of the black cover. But that one's really nice. And then 11 through 14 are a little less sought after, but all really, really nice covers as well.
I've actually never looked for a Zatanna book in the wild, to be honest with you. So,
well, now you will. And if you find them, you just sell them to me.
After I beat you in the next comic war, I'd be happy to sell you the books from my win. All right. So, if you guys haven't had a chance to check out the content that I've been releasing, I am in the process of releasing several videos. This is volume 2 of What Was Uncle Thinking? This is where I actually travel to the Pacific Northwest and hunt through 400 long boxes of comics. I had a volume 1 that I released about a month and a half ago, and I'm in the process of filming, editing, and releasing volume 2. Part 1 was released today. And what was really cool about part 1 is that I actually show you guys some books that the family has donated for an upcoming trivia day. So you guys know I do trivia every, like, maybe once a month or something like that. They've given some awesome books that are going to be given away as part of the next trivia night. So if you haven't checked that out, do that. And then tomorrow I'll be releasing another video with a major Silver Age book in it. So stay tuned. I think in all there's probably 5 different videos that I have to do for all the books that I picked up. But I'll do 3 this week, and then I'll save a couple for next week to release. So.
Yep. Don't forget, go check out Regie Simmons, both on Instagram and YouTube. He's got amazing content. I actually just talked to White Whale Comics about this, how I think there are YouTubers that kind of go in different directions. And I think you're a great middle of the pack, not like, rank wise, but middle of the pack in the sense that you do unboxings and a lot of these fun live shows, but you also like to produce content that is applicable and very informative. And I mentioned that I am the 180 opposite. I am terrible at informative content. I really just do this because I enjoy it and I love having fun. So if you come to my channel, don't expect anything knowledgeable. Like, expect not to use your brain. Just watch and enjoy. And if guys like White Whale Comics and Regie and Comics with Bueller are a great resource for all things comics. And make sure you guys are all subbing each other up and enjoying this community, because that is what Stan Lee would want us to do. Speaking of Stan Lee, I figured I'd pop this up. This is my only Stan Lee autographed book.
Well,
That's right, Star Wars book.
very nice. Yeah, man. The one comment I'll make in response to what you just said is, like the YouTube stuff is no different from comic book collecting, right? Everyone has like their thing that they're into, and I think you've got to find that niche and just kind of stay in that niche. And mine is a little bit to your point. It's a balancing act between just going live and just having some fun, and doing stuff like Comic Wars and, just some of the other just random stuff that we end up doing, trivia night. But then it's also trying to remember to be helpful to people and give them some information that I've learned or that I've discovered, and trying to share that, because I think that people are always looking for information. But it's just, for me, it's about that balance of having some fun, but then also doing something really cool to continue giving back in a different way beyond just fun. But it's just like comic book collecting, right? There are guys that do DC, Marvel, Golden Age, Silver Age, Modern, like they do a little bit of everything. And that's what makes this all fun, is that we all have a place, All right. Oh, so the guys are talking about the books that are being given away. There is an awesome assortment of books that are going to be given away, right? Some of the books, from what I hear, are near $200 mark. Some really cool stuff, man. So next trivia night, I'm going to be working on picking a date to do that. And then I hope to let you guys know what that date looks like so that you can actually join. So, all right.
That's all I got, Regie. You guys, thank you so much. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed the Comic Wars round episode 2. Subscribe if you haven't. And make sure you guys are supporting each other. I'm terrible at support videos. But right now, LongBox Love Affair, White Whale Comics, JD, and Tony Sanders, as far as I know, there's probably more, obviously, but those guys are all doing contests right now for subscriber milestones. So go check them out and sub them up and do their support videos. And you can also find me at Thanatos_comics on Instagram. My Instagram is mostly comics, but it's kind of slowly, I'm implementing a little bit more of just my life and the things that I do on the day-to-day into it, rather than just posting books, which is what I used to do. So if you want to get to know me a little bit more in my personal life, Instagram is a good place to do that. So thank you so much, Regie, for being on here with me. I had a great time. It's always fun, and I'm super excited to continue doing this. We will go best 2 out of 3 next round. And I'm hoping that this picks up, and I've already gotten people that have messaged me saying that they want to get involved and want to do it. So hopefully we can share this with everybody.
I think we should. It's been a fun time. I definitely enjoy it. So thank you guys for hanging out just a little bit, and that's all that I have.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out, and enjoy the rest of your Monday night. R.I.P. Stan Lee.